Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to my video channel Let's Play Indie Games and welcome to another video with the Su25T in DC's World. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about laser guided, TV guided, and basically guided missiles. Guided ornaments. Last time we talked about unguided stuff. Today we're going to talk about guided stuff. I'm going to show you briefly what we have planned today. We start our flight in midair, as I'm going to talk about what we're going to do basically in flight. I'm going to explain stuff. And this is our target again, right? The X marks the spot area. And yes, we're going to talk about, here we can see, check it out, our, what do we have today? We have a laser guided missile. We have the Vicker or Vicher, uh, which is also a guided missile, but is faster than these guys. This, for example, is a KH-29T. This is the KH-25ML. The L stands for the laser thing, and this one T stands for TV. Basic. I'm going to show the difference between laser guided and TV guided ornaments. Okay. And this is a pod called the Mercury LLTV pod, which is going to help us see differently in the TV. If you've noticed, we've played before this game in the cockpit, we have a TV. Today, we're going to put that TV to use. Okay, so that said, people, I'm going to start the flight, and I'll see you in the cockpit. Hello, all you wonderful people, and here we are. I am paused for a few seconds because I want to I just want to address again, this is a new cockpit. This is the version 1.28 of the game, 1.2.8 of the game, non-beta. The version has been released officially, and I just wanted to show how gorgeous this cockpit is. And I love doing this because this was not possible before. You could not look 360 degrees in this cockpit, which is an awesome improvement. Everything looks gorgeous and new and better and improved, and I just love that. And this is the TV we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to unpause the game, and here we go. So that's good. So then I can use the time. I'm going to press Alt 1 to keep this inclination and everything. Okay, so we're going to slowly turn towards the target area. I'm going to disable labels, by the way, by pressing left shift F10 because they get on my nerves. So, here we are. If we all remember how to engage the ground mode, attack ground mode, we press the 7 key and voila. There we have the ground attack mode activated. Here we see that we have the missile selected that is on the outmost post. So this one right there, the white one. So we would change that by pressing D, right? So now we have the Vicher, the green ones basically, brown ones. And if we press one more, D, we would have the innermost selected. There's our target area, and we can see our targets, but we are not ready yet because we need to know and understand how to fire these missiles. So I'm going to talk about, I'm going to select the ones on the inner thing because those are the ones that are guided by TV, all right? And they're basically a bit simpler to use, all right? So we turn on the infamous TV by pressing the O key on our keyboard. We see our HUD says now TV, a thingy has appeared, and we see that our TV is on. Yes, and maybe for those of you who can think logically, we are looking up here. This is the point where the camera is looking. And I'm going to post this picture again. And those are the keys to move the nipple up there, the little circle with the dot in the middle, and you can imagine them as if they were arrow keys, you know, and you can move your camera, you can slew around, and isn't that awesome? All right. So once we have a target, let's say that chimney down there, we can also zoom in by pressing the plus and minus keys. Okay, so plus and minus, plus and minus. So let's say one of the chimneys down there, that one, is a target. So I press enter. So we are also even close enough and everything, and we can adjust the camera if needed. We can zoom in, all right? And there comes a point, you can see on the monitor here, it says AC. That's automatic tracking. I'm going to have to disable the autopilot and get out of here. So again, we move the nipple thingy with the keys I showed, and we see here, of course, some things. We can zoom in, zoom out. We talked about that. All right, so of course I'm flying through forest, so this is not gonna work to understand. So let me just align with the runway and let's start our first attack run. So we turn on the TV with O, right? We move the thingy with the thing, as I showed before. We search for our targets, okay? And we can zoom in and out. All right, I'm going to take the outermost guy here. Okay, and I'm going to press enter as soon as I'm happy. And then the thing will stay there. Okay, now I can adjust with the keys. I can adjust if I wish. Okay, and we see, first we see a distance. Okay, we see our altitude so we don't crash into things. And we see KC here. This is now basically manual tracking. So it is centered, but I'm manually tracking. As soon as we're close enough, and as soon as my computer recognizes the silhouettes and the contours of the tanks, or in this case, of course, the trucks, this will change from from KC to AC, which means automatic tracking mode. All right. Let me take a look. We are a bit slow. I'm going to regain control if I can. All right. We have our camera thingy perfectly centered. That is good. We are at the airport with our targeting thing. So here we see, as we remember, this is the arrow that shows us that we are in range between these two brackets, right? So as soon as we are in range, the lady will say we are cleared to shoot. And in this time also, AC is changed. If I were to, we can see it snaps onto the targets. Snap. There you go. So now, launch authorized. Still, I'm going to press my button and shoot. Press it for a few seconds, and there is the missile. I could have done a better job with that camera view, but what are we going to do? Here we see how much time is remaining. Here we see the missile. Shabams. Okay, we still have time. Let me take the next target up here. Are we still in range? We are. I'm going to fire. Here we see the missile fire, and is going straight down because we are so close, of course. But it's a hit. This is how you use the TV-guided missiles, and they have an advantage. All right, they have an advantage to the laser-guided missiles, which I'm going to talk about now. Okay, we have basically the same missile we just fired, this one, but this one is laser-guided. This means without the laser, this missile is not going to fire. This missile is not going to, well, it might fire, but it will not hit its target. I'm going to turn off the TV to show just how this goes. So the procedure about this is going to be exactly the same, only with one difference, that we turn our laser on and off during our attack. Turn on the TV, we find our target, in this case maybe a tree, right, that tree over there, click, we press right shift O to turn on our laser, and we see that here by LR, and we are in range. We could fire. That tree would be history if we were to shoot right now. We can also adjust. We can still adjust our thingy. It's so yeah. Okay, so let's turn off a laser by pressing right shift O again. And let's turn off our TV because we do not want to attack trees. I'm going to turn off the autopilot. I'm going to turn to find my targets. So here we go. We have the runway dead on. I press O to turn on the TV. We slow down. I zoom in. I select a target. I press enter to stabilize the camera. Alright, I look for a victim that I want to destroy. How about that, dude? Right. So we remember, as soon as we are close enough, the camera will change to auto tracking so there's no missing the target. But this time, I'm going to have to turn on the laser. Okay, so once I'm in range, it's auto tracking the guy. It's almost in range. Once I am in range, I'm going to press right shift O. And then the lady will say her thing. Okay, we're in range. Right shift O. Button pressed. And rifle. There we go. Missile is steering towards its target. And we can say with 100% security, unless I turn off the laser, that the target is a goner. I'm going to turn off the laser because we hit our target. Okay. There's also, I think, a limit anyway. We cannot shoot. There's a cooldown time of our laser. We cannot shoot a missile like this like right after shooting because, like I said, there is a cooldown time of the laser. And also, why do we turn off our laser? Because if we let it on more than a minute, it could overheat and, you know, become utterly useless. Basically, useless payload that you cannot get rid of, and all your missiles that are laser guided become worthless. So always remember to turn off your laser. Okay, so there's a little change of plan. I don't want to talk about this one. We've talked about this thoroughly, but I want to talk about the other type. We just dropped our missile because we don't want to use it. Boing. Let's hope no children find it while playing ball in the garden. All right, so we have, with D, I press to the only station we have left, which are the Viker. The Viker, it's a Russian missile, and it has a certain advantage towards the other missiles we've been using. First of all, I don't need to turn on the laser, as when I fire this missile, the laser turns on by itself. And the thing about this missile is it is rather fast. It is much faster than the other ones that we just saw. And what this helps is I can attack multiple targets in one run, as we are going to see here if I make it. I'm going to try to hit as many targets in one run as possible. Okay. Also, if you remember, we have a pod underneath our airplane right there. You see it? It's a pod, which was the Mercury LLTV pod thing, and it has its purpose, and I want to talk about it now. If I press O, remember, we turn on the TV, and we see stuff in black and white. If I press right Control O, we turn on basically night vision mode or infrared mode, so to say. So any vehicles that are warm and turned on and stuff, they are going to pop here up like a Christmas tree at night. Okay, so I'm going to start my turn. Wahoo! Hello people, there is the airport. We are going to start our attack run with the Vicar. So I'm going to turn on what about the night TV? Okay, so let's turn on with the right Control O. we slew down, we look for the targets, which is that over there. I center it with, what's it called? Enter, and I search for my first victim. Now, I zoom in, so that is the zoomist in we are. So I wait for the auto tracking to commence, or let me just take that one, because what I want to do is attack him, fire, as soon as the target is hit, switch to that guy, switch to that guy, switch to that guy. So I want to destroy as many as I can in one run, but I'm going to have to do lots of stuff at the same time. So I am going to have to keep the small circle inside the big circle for this to work. At the same time, looking at my camera to change targets. All right, so bear with me here. Here we go. The arrow is approaching the thing. I'm going to disable my autopilot. I think. No, it was not disabled. Here we go. I'm going to press Alt 1. No, I'm not.
Launch authorized.
Here I go. Press 1. Okay, check out the TV. I'm going to slow down like a bitch. First target hit. Select the next one. Oh, he's moving. Center the thing. I gotta wait for the laser cooldown.
Launch authorized.
Swing. Come on. Got him. Next dude. Wait for the laser to cool down. 3, 2, 1. Swing.
Authorized.
Maybe one more. Ah, damn it, I missed. I moved it too soon. Ah, okay, that's it. Whoosh, that was close. So, one more time, people. We press, in this case, right shift. Oh, I mean right control O. We slew to the targets. We zoom in. We center with enter. We center with enter. Doesn't that sound cool? We check it out. All right. And I'm going to regain control for myself because I need to center the circle within the circle, which is basically a dive, constant dive. So I'm going to wait until the TV, until we are in range, which is symbolized by the circle becoming by the circle, becoming not a circle, and by the thing telling me that we are in the correct distance. That's nice. So we should have a. Let's see what happens. I don't like it. Here we go. Authorize.
Launch authorized.
Swing. There we go. Missile number 1. And I am not going to move it until missile hits because I moved the trajectory. I could still change it now, but I'm not going to do so. Let's snap onto the next one. Wait, we have a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The laser cooldown sucks.
Launch authorized.
That sucks so much I can't even tell you. Bang. So next target, cooldown sucks.
Launch authorized.
We're running out of space. Oh man, I moved it again. Ah, damn it. I moved it. So yeah, people. We still have lots of shots left, but I think you get the idea. And yeah. So that is how you use the TV and the thingy and the laser guided missiles. All right. I hope this tutorial was useful to you. I hope you like it, and by that I mean pressing the thumbs up button, because it only is a thumbs up clicking for you, but for me it is actually very helpful. You can also win in my channel. You can win stuff. You can win stuff. You can win a KA50 for DCS World. You can win an A10 if you're more the airplane type. But you can win an A10, a KA50 attack Russian helicopter. You can win indie games at my channel. You can win also an Aurora LN LTI 4-star citizen, the upcoming game of Chris Roberts. So yes, people, thank you very much for joining me. I invite you to subscribe and stay tuned because there's more information coming, more tutorials coming. And if English is not your language, I do these videos also in English, Spanish, and German. So with that said, people, until next time, until next time.